Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're celebrating 75 years of Kiolbassa Sausage in San Antonio by going to the plant, sharing some great recipes, and learning all about the family.
Get ready for a tour through the Kiolbassa production plant with CEO Michael Kiolbassa. Plus, we shared 2 delicious recipes at the Texas Eats Outdoor Kitchen using Kiolbassa sausage you won't want to miss. All that and more right now on Texas Eats. In October of 1949, Rufus and Juanita Kiolbassa began to offer handcrafted Polish sausages to the southwest side of San Antonio. Sadly, in 1960, Rufus Kiolbassa passed away. Following the death of his father, Robert Kiolbassa took the reins and made the business a household name in San Antonio. From 1987 to 2005, Robert's son Michael Kiolbassa gained a passion for the meat industry as a sales representative and developed a distribution deal with a few select H-E-Bs across San Antonio. By 2014, Kiolbassa sausages became available to consumers across the South through multiple grocery partners and distributors. In 2021, Robert Bobby Kiolbassa passed away peacefully with his family by his side. Since then, Michael has guided the company, and now in 2024, Kiolbassa products can be found across the globe.
Joining us right now is Michael Kiolbassa. He's the CEO of Kiolbassa Sausage. Thank you so much for having us.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I'm thrilled to be here.
We're at the Texas Eats Outdoor Kitchen, and I tell you what, we got the sausages going on the grill. You brought the goods with you. We have a traditional kind, and you have your beef right here behind it as well.
That's right.
Charcoal's ripping, and it is a beautiful day out here. And I tell you what, there's no better time to grill outside when the weather's like this.
All we need is a cold beer.
We might have a couple of those lying around somewhere. One of the most fascinating things I find about the company and the product is that the name of the company.
Yes.
It is the family name.
Yeah. It's really something I get asked all the time. And kielbasa is the Polish word for sausage. And so I guess back in the old country, we were butchers of some sort, and we just made sausage. It's a great way to start a conversation because they look at me and they go, "Are you kidding me? This is your last name and this is what you do?"
75 years.
75 years, yeah.
Congratulations, it's your 75th anniversary this year.
Yep, it's humbling. 75 years is a long time. My grandfather started the company in 1949. He actually died before I was born. He died when he was 45 years old of a brain tumor, and my dad had to leave St. Mary's University, where he was a senior in college, to run the family company. My father, when he took over the business, people would come in and ask him for a donation, and literally, I never saw my dad turn anyone away for a donation. We've memorialized that. We call it a program we call Bobby's Legacy. You call us up and you're having some sort of fundraising event, and we're going to donate a third of whatever you need. And we do that to honor my father and my grandfather for what they did. We're not here for a long time, so we're here to just help each other out.
Oh, I think of him with a good time.
Yeah, well, that too. I think that was a song.
There's somewhere, somebody wrote a song about that. Later in the show, you guys got to stick around. We're going to be doing a simple puff pastry recipe, and we're going to do it 2 ways. Plus, we're going to be going to the factory, the facility, the plant, and we're going to see how everything's made. We're going to see how the sausage is made.
That's awesome. Hold on just 1 second. We got a little gift for you, buddy.
Oh, let's go!
Look at that. Look at that right there.
All right, so you got the hat.
You're part of the Grill Master Club now.
What? I didn't even grill today. You grilled. All right, and I got a shirt too.
Yeah, you got a shirt.
Cheers to you.
Cheers, buddy.
This is where it's at. Bam! Come on! That's delicious.
Never get tired of it.
I was gonna say, you probably have a lot.
I eat it every day.
Today on A Taste of Texas with Shiner Bock Beer, we're at the Pearl at Cherokee to go see what they got smoking in their pits. And they got some pastrami, plus they have some brisket smoking up, getting ready to be served up. And this right here, their cabrito, their goat, super tender, shredded, delicious. And this right here is the birria preparation, so you have some of that consomme poured on top. Corn tortillas made in-house, onions, cilantro, radish, delicious bites. The exterior is so beautiful here. This is their pastrami sandwich. A Shiner beer goes perfect with it. That mustard on that sandwich and the rye bread, incredible. Wash it all down with an ice cold Shiner beer. Go check them out. Carrot Key is a great spot in San Antonio.
Now we're here west of downtown San Antonio to go on a tour of the plant where they're making all the sausages here. For Kiolbassa, Michael's ready for us. We got to put our hard hats on. Let's go check it out. Now we're here at the threshold of the plant. And Michael, now you got a hard hat in your hand. Is that something that I need to wear as well?
We're going to get a hairnet on you, which is going to make you look really good.
Okay.
And then put a hard hat and make sure you don't get too cold. We'll give you a coat to wear. My grandfather started and really where, we spent most of our history is over on South Brazos Street. This is what we call our San Marcos Street plant, which we've had since 2016. Part of this plant goes back to the 1940s. In fact, I can remember as a kid driving to the Brazos Street plant with my dad and looking down San Marcos Street, and this was the old Cudahy pork packing plant. And so this is where really the hub of meat packing was back in the day in San Antonio. We've done a lot of renovation to it in the last 5 years to help kind of make it what it is today.
So as we were walking in, there's a big sign right here, and this says your core values up here. What does that mean to you to have this presented like this for your team?
This is really why we exist as a company. And so many times, people don't know why they go to work or why they work for somebody. This is why we work. We work to enrich lives. We put this up in Spanish, we put it up in English. We want everyone to know exactly why we exist. And when people understand why they are doing what they're doing, they do it with all their heart, not just with their head. And that's what makes a difference. Right in here is one of my favorite rooms because it smells so good. But this is where we make all of the spices for all of our products, and each bag is for one batch of sausage. So you can see we make a lot of batches of sausage every day.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, these are the same size bags that my dad and my grandfather used. I mean, you talk about things that don't change.
Yeah.
You can't make this stuff up.
Everything is built out to the exact point, right?
That's
point
right.
of the gram that you have here set up. So all of the different things that you have, this is a science.
You really bring up a great point because it is a science, and making food is a science. So this is our sausage kitchen. This is literally where the sausage gets made. It's a pretty simple process when you get down to it. We take raw meat, we mix it with spices, we chop it, grind it, stuff it into casings, smoke it the old-fashioned way with natural smoke, and then we pack it and ship it. It's pretty simple. Here's the 150-pound bull chopper that we use that is exactly the same size bull chopper that my grandfather and my dad used.
Michael, thank you so much, man. You are so awesome. So we're super excited. When we come back from the break, we're going to be going out with Marcos. He's going to be showing us the ins and outs of how this sausage actually gets produced, right?
Absolutely. He is a fantastic guy. He's been with us for about 10 years. And he knows his process better than I do.
So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned right here on Texas Eats. We got a lot more sausage to cover out here. And I'm getting hungry, man. So we got more recipes coming up later in the show as well. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, Michael Kiolbassa shares 2 delicious recipes that you're going to want to make at home. And next on the show, we continue our tour at the Kiolbassa plant in San Antonio. So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back after the break.
Texas Eats. Now we're here at the Kiolbassa plant in San Antonio. Earlier, Michael Kiolbassa walked us through, gave us a brief history about the space. Joining us today is Marco Salinas. He's the Quality Assurance Manager here at the plant. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Man, I'm super excited.
I am too.
We got like a brief tour, an overview of the space. Now we're gonna go with you. You know the ins and outs. You know how it gets made, the steps. What's the first thing to make the sausage?
The first thing we do is we start putting together the spices. So what we do is every day they'll have the spice blend made by hand, the same way it's been done for the past 75 years. They're in here, they're weighing out specifically each spice one by one. Each of these bags matches up to a block of meat. So every time we make a block of meat, it's 150 pounds. Each one of these bags matches up with one of those bags as well.
What's the next step?
The next step is they bring all this over and we'll take them right over to the kitchen.
All right, Marcos, now we're in the kitchen. The seasoning's here.
Yes, sir.
Where does it go from here?
What he's gonna do is he's gonna grab each one of these bags and match it up to a 150-pound block of meat.
Is this like a first initial grinding process?
Yes. So what he's doing is he's adding all the lean meats, making kind of like a soupy substance almost to create a bind. Then he's gonna add the fat to kind of bring everything together.
It goes up this way, down into this trough kind of deal.
Right.
And that's where it goes right here into a stuffer.
Goes into the stuffer.
You can see the meat coming out of that grinder up here. It's going into this funnel, and then it's coming out, and it's being reduced into this tiny tube.
Right.
Where you're putting a natural casing on there.
Natural hog casing. We're one of the only ones that still do it with the natural hog casing. Between our shifts and our two plants, we're putting out about 90,000 pounds of sausage a day.
Now you're going to show us where it gets smoked,
yes,
right?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right, let's go do it.
All right, David, now it's time to go inside the smokehouse.
What a grand entrance. Let's go. What kind of smoke are y'all using? What kind of wood are you guys using?
All of our products use natural hickory wood chips. We have them stored right in the room next door. We can take a look at those. Everything's cooked to 160 degrees. It takes about 3 hours for the smoking and the cook cycle. That we get that real rich smoke flavor, that nice red color that we want in all of our products.
Once it's done, what's the next step?
Well, the next step is we have to chill them before we can actually pack them. So we have to move them from this room over to our blast chill right across the hall.
All right, let's go check it out.
Go.
All right, so I can feel it right behind us. This room is where things get cold, right?
Yes, no, this is definitely freezing in here. So what we do is we move the hot product over into this room. We usually keep this room about 20 to 24 degrees.
Yeah.
Try and get everything down to a good temperature so we can pack it.
So the sausages are chilling out in there. Once they're fully cold, they got to get packed, right?
Yes, sir.
And you have a packing room right over
Right
here.
across the hall. Let's go.
From the plant to your refrigerator, this is where it happens. This is the magic part because it's getting packaged in here. What's the first step to package it?
So what he's doing is he's cutting onto this conveyor belt into the hopper where we'll have usually 4 people on either side packing into the film. As it moves along, it gets vacuum sealed, labels put on, used by dates, lock codes, runs through a metal detector all the way down at the end of the line where it will be put into cases, palletized, and shipped out.
You guys don't go anywhere. Coming up next, right after this, we're gonna make 2 delicious recipes using puff pastries at the Texas Eats Outdoor Kitchen. So don't go anywhere. It smells delicious in here.
Yes, it does.
Can I take some to go home?
Of course, why not?
Here, I'll grab that whole handful right there.
Yeah, just take a whole thing.
Coming up next on Texas Eats, Michael Kiolbassa shares 2 delicious sausage wrap recipes that you're going to want to make at home. So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back after the break.
Now we're here at Jordan Ford, and joining us today is General Manager Casey Ogletree. Casey, it is truck month, and you guys have a great deal on this Super Duty F-250, right?
We do. We're a big Super Duty dealer. We have lots in stock, all STX, XLT, and Lariat trims. They're $6,000 off MSRP for truck month. It's unbelievable. We haven't had this in 4 years.
$6,000 off. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, this is a truck.
It is a truck.
I mean, this is like the big boy truck. You go driving around, you're gonna do something crazy with it. The Super Duties, you come on out here to Jordan Ford, and to get more information on all the deals, just go to their website, Jordan Ford. back to Texas Eats. We are here at the Outdoor Kitchen, and joining us is Michael Kiolbassa. Now, earlier, we were cooking sausage wraps. We learned about the company and how you guys give back and everything you're doing, and especially, it's your 75th anniversary, so we're throwing a big party out here on Texas Eats. That's right. You have to party. It's 75 years.
That's right.
We're going to be sharing a recipe for people to do at home. It's two very simple puff pastry recipes, and these are actually close to things that you said your grandmother would make, right?
She grew, when I was growing up, she'd make these things called sausage rolls. And this is very close to what her sausage rolls were, which were a huge hit in the family.
Now, these are also inspired by a follower on social media, so thank you so much for your contributions to this recipe. We have two different sheets out here, so we have two different recipes, both very easy and delicious. We're gonna start with mustard on the bottom, and these are puff pastries. Now, you can find these in your frozen food sections over there.
There we go.
And then you wanna thaw them out. I'm gonna hand you this over. You're gonna do the other sheet, okay? Here you go.
I love being part of the action.
There you go. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You've been a part of this company from all the different facets of it, right?
I've been making sausage, I've been packing sausage, I can do it all.
What's the first thing you do to get this side ready with the jalapenos?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these in 1/2-inch rounds.
After spreading the mustard on the thawed out puff pastry dough, you want to cut the puff pastry in half and then into sections so that you can roll them up into individual pieces.
And I love that, like, see how the two of us are doing this? You can get the kids involved on this recipe. You can get the whole family involved over here. So everybody has a part in making this delicious snack.
Once you have all your sausage links and jalapenos wrapped up in the puff pastry dough, you want to put them on parchment paper on a cooking sheet. Brush the tops of each piece with egg wash to get a golden brown exterior and generously pour over everything bagel seasoning.
These look beautiful. We're gonna get them golden brown in the grill over here. Let's set them up. There you go.
All right.
We're gonna check on these in about 5 minutes. Turn that down just a little bit. And we got another one to make. This next puff pastry recipe, very simple as well, and a little different, right? And you're using a different sausage link here. This is your traditional.
That's exactly right. And it's a new name, same product. If you've loved our Polish for 50 or 75 years, you're gonna love this because it's the exact same product.
All right, the first thing we do for this recipe, we have the mustard on the bottom.
Right.
We have the puff pastry, cut it in half. I'm gonna put some sauerkraut here on the bottom.
Really, I mean, when you think about sausage, classic sausage recipes, sausage and sauerkraut, it just doesn't get any better than that.
Now we come this way and roll that way?
Just roll it that way. Yep.
Okay, and then I think that's looking pretty good.
Once the sausages are rolled up in the puff pastry dough, you're going to want to cut them into 1/2-inch sections and then put egg wash on top for a golden brown exterior.
Let's put bagel seasoning on one.
Yep.
All right, these are ready to go on the grill. The other ones are getting perfect over there, nice and golden brown. Those are looking great. We're gonna close it up and get ready to snack soon. I am so glad that we get to dive into these pastry treats. We have some cheese sauce on the side. You can get any kind of dipping sauce that you want to add to this. This recipe was so easy. It's on our website, TexasEatsTV.com. And now these products that are in front of us are not the only products that you have at Kiolbassa, though, right?
Right, we sell a whole variety of smoked sausage. We've got jalapeno, we've got mesquite, we've got andouille, you name it, we've got a whole bunch out there. Just go to your local grocery store and find some.
People want to get merch. They can also buy merch somewhere too, right?
That's right. They can come down to our company store on the west side of San Antonio, 1325 South Brazos, and they can buy hats, they can buy shirts, they can buy, I think we got a hoodie.
What a fun episode. 75 years in celebration of that. We made this recipe, we went to the facility, we learned more about your company as well, and now we get to dive in and eat something. Cheers to you.
Cheers, buddy.
Bam. This is where it's at. Kiolbassa sausage is delicious. Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Texas Eats coming up right after the break. Hungry for more Texas Eats? Be the first to check out our exclusive content by searching Texas Eats on YouTube. Plus, get notifications when we upload new content by subscribing to our channel. We're showcasing the best bites from across the Lone Star State, including burgers, pizza, barbecue, and tacos. Search for Texas Eats, subscribe to our channel, and watch Texas Eats anytime on YouTube. Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling all across the Lone Star State, going to great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for a popular San Antonio chicken joint with the brand new location launching a special Texas Eats inspired menu item. Plus, get Asador Sushi, surf and turf burritos, and birria tacos at one of the most popular taco spots in the Alamo City. And we go bowling and golfing at an Austin hotspot serving up Americana classics. All that and more right now on Texas Eats. For our first stop on today's show, we're headed to a popular San Antonio chicken joint that's serving up fantastic new menu items in a brand new location. Let's see what's frying at Crazy Katsu.
Joining us now is the owner out here at Crazy Katsu, Philip Gagne. Thank you so much for having us, man.
Thanks for coming.
And you brought it all out here. We're at the new location, and this is huge. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you got all the different bites out here, including some new bites that we're going to be talking about. But this one looks extra special. What's going on with that one?
That's for you guys. It's our Texas Eats two-step.
This is a special sandwich.
Just for you. Chicken on the top, chicken on the bottom, bacon, pico de gallo, cheese, jalapenos.
Okay, so no bread.
No bread.
Just chicken.
Just chicken.
That's the way I like it, baby. And you got tons of bacon just pouring out the side. This is how you do it. I appreciate it, man. That's cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Look at the cross section on this thing. Absolutely loaded. Bacon, jalapenos, pico de gallo, chipotle ranch. And this is available only at the new location, right?
At the new location.
The Texas Eats two-step sandwich. I'm super excited to give it a try. Cheers to
Cheers.
you. All right, that's the bite. Oh my goodness. That's the bite right there, y'all. It is amazing. Oh my gosh. If it ain't dripping, you're tripping. I'll tell you that right now. This is absolutely fire. Crispy on the outside. I love all the lettuce in there too. The pico de gallo keeps it fresh.
And all that cheese.
It cuts through the cheese.
Yeah.
And then you have that bacon on there. You're getting just this crazy bite. It is phenomenal. You got so many more new items, including a smash burger, right?
It's our pandan smash burger. It's pickles, mayo, cheese, hamburger meat, and our pandan bun.
I love the color out there. Why the green?
It's a pandan extract. So the pandan makes it green, gives it that earthy, vanilla, sweet kind of flavor. It's like eating a hamburger with an unglazed donut.
Okay. It's a chicken joint making a killer smash burger. Who would have thought, right? That's really nice. I love that.
Oh, that's our Mocha Loco burger. You know, in Hawaii, the Mocha Loco bowl is very popular. It's a traditional Hawaiian dish. We put it on a bun.
It has a nice flavor to it, great textures on there, and the egg is cooked perfectly. In the very front right here, your new patty melt. This thing is loaded, and you got a special bread on there too, right?
We do. It's a fresh brioche, baked daily, double smash burger patty, sauteed onions. We make our own little burger sauce for it. It's a solid patty melt.
That looks insane. Y'all are making this tasty, messy sandwiches
Hey,
out here.
you have to.
Here you go, cheers, the patty melt. That is insane. Here's some elbow on that one. Give me some foot. Bam!
Man, that's a good sandwich.
That's a double tap. That is insane. This is one of the best bites you can get when you're looking for a burger in the Alamo City. This is nuts. You have a birria chicken sandwich?
It's not supposed to work. It's katsu and birria. It's really good though. It's a match made in heaven. Monterey Jack cheese, pico de gallo, our fried chicken, and our consomme.
You have that little bit of like cinnamon hit to you, and it has a little bit of sweetness, savory, and a little spice to it, and I like that. It makes for a great bite. The orange chicken with some kimchi on the side. You have some microgreens on here as well, a little bit of cucumber action.
This is our deep fried mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes and onions, bread and fry them. Top it with our own katsu sauce and kewpie. Kimchi fries. Kimchi, cheese, jalapenos, fried chicken, and cheese sauce.
This looks insane. Philip, thank you so much for having us out here. Crazy Katsu, brand new location. If you want the Texas Eats two-step, you gotta come out to the new location. You guys got a drive-through over here as well. You're ready to rock and roll.
We are.
The kimchi fries, cheers. That's the bite right there. I'm gonna take this with me. Thank you. When you stop into Circle K to grab yourself one of their Polar Pops, did you know that you can grab any of their featured items for only $1? It's true, and they got a lot of options. Try their new classic milk chocolate bars, peanut butter milk chocolate, and the salted caramel bars. Plus, get this, they have a salted caramel dark chocolate bar. All of these for only $1 more when you buy a Polar Pop.
Plus, when you're at Circle K, you can grab a Polar Pop, a Froster, or an iced coffee, one a day for only $9.99 a month. It is a fantastic deal.
Stop into Circle K, grab a Polar Pop and any of their $1 snack items now through March 5th, just like their sea salt caramel milk chocolate bars.
Now, we're in Austin on Rainey Street to pay a visit to a taco shop with its origins rooted in backyard parties. Let's check out Asador Tacos.
My friends were like my initial supporters. They would come out every weekend, and now that friend group has just kind of grown bigger.
I'm saying, now you have the whole city of Austin as your friend.
Exactly. I hope so.
Now you have one item on the menu I don't really see in a lot of places. You got mushrooms and a taco.
Mushroom mole, that's our house favorite. The mole really means a lot to me. It's a mole amarillo. It's one of the first moles I learned how to make.
Tell you what, I got to go in on this mushroom one. That's the bite.
Oh,
About 45 ingredients in that mole. It's a very complex one.
I'm not looking for mushrooms on tacos, but you can convert me with this.
This is
I could be converted.
We convert people with our mushroom.
This is an exceptional taco. I tell you what, if you only had this on your menu, you would still be very successful.
Thank you.
That is awesome. Brisket. Now, you said you've been making this for a long time for friends. What's your secret, man? What are you doing?
Low and slow. It's Texas. You can't mess with it too much. We actually don't trim our brisket at all. We want all those fatty bits. We cook it 12 hours, everything's breaking down, and we mix the whole brisket together with spices, seasoning blend, and then that's what you get.
That's the bite. Bro! I love the quality of the flour tortilla. You do have the option to dunk this again, salsa verde. You also have guacamole on the side, queso on
I'm
there
a
as well.
queso dunker. That's my move. It's
All right.
dirty.
Ready?
But you go right in there, yeah. That's the move.
Cheers. Yeah, that's the one.
So it's our chicken adobo. Ours is marinated with achiote, guajillo chilies, tons of garlic. We cook chicken thighs, marinate them post-cook, chop it up, and then here's what you got.
This is your carnitas.
This is actually where it all started.
Really?
So Asador was born doing pig roasts. I was like, yeah, absolutely, I can do that. I'd never cooked a pig before in my life.
All right, that's the carnitas. That's the best bite.
I actually haven't done this full tasting in a while. That's so good.
That's fantastic. Great job. Now we're gonna go into the kitchen and you're gonna cook for us one item. You're gonna prepare it for us. What are you making?
I think we do the chicken quesadilla.
That's the one to get. All right, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Let's go make some quesadillas.
Yeah. We're just using regular canola oil. We'll get a little onion and cilantro mixture going as well.
You gotta have the chispas on there when you're making a quesadilla.
Exactly. There should be kind of a crown to it is what we're going for. This particular method is what my mom used to make for me and my friends when we were kids.
These tacos at Asador are popular for a reason. When the cheese is bubbling, they know the perfect time to throw in the tortillas right on top of the cheese to create the ultimate costra, that crust that is formed on there, making everything nice and crispy. Plus, you gotta know when to flip it over, and look at that. Bam!
Joe, thank you so much for having us out here, you guys. Asador Tacos, 3 locations in Austin, Las Perlas, The Crackle, then here off Rainy Street. You can come out here and get a delicious spread of tacos. All of them are hitting. You have to try the mushrooms. I'm not joking. Best mushroom taco I've ever had, dude. I'm very impressed. Thank you so much, man. You guys are awesome out here, and thank you for the hospitality as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, y'all, that's the bite. That's a quesadilla. Woo!
Coming up later on Texas Eats, get Asada Sushi, surf and turf burritos, and birria tacos at one of the most popular taco spots in the Alamo City. And next on the show, we go bowling and golfing at an Austin hotspot serving up Americana classics. Texas Eats is coming right back after the break. Now, we're heading out north of Austin for a full round of food and entertainment. Get ready for a hole-in-one and so much more at Spare Birdie.
Joining us now is the culinary director out here, Justin Manzi. Thank you so much for having us.
My pleasure.
And right in front of us, man, you guys went all out. You brought out all the goods. I mean, this is how you want to get a party started. And you got some of these entree items, desserts. Talk to me about the culinary scene here. What are you going for?
And so we try to bring big, bold flavors in familiar ideas, but different packages. So something you might know and love, but in our version.
Talk to me about Spare Birdie. How did this all get started?
So Spare Birdie is the idea of everything you loved as a kid when you'd go out and play, bowl, do different things with your friends, but now it's built for an adult where you can come down, dine, drink, and enjoy, and then also try some of our interactive, newer games like our virtual golf and shooting games.
But you have to come out here for the food and enjoy yourself. And I want to talk about some of these dishes. Start with the appetizer over here.
So right here is our crab cakes. This is one of the appetizers in our dining room, and it's lump crab meat with a Dijon aioli, and then we also do a nice little vegetable salad on top. This is our grilled salmon with mango lime butter. It comes over duck fat whipped potatoes, and then on top is a mango relish, and then it's finished with that sauce and some micro cilantro over the top.
And the one that's been calling my name right here. I mean, you got this bone-in pork chop. Talk to me about this dish.
So this is our tomahawk pork chop and one of our favorites. So it comes with roasted vegetables. We rotate them throughout the year. We do our Yukon Gold whipped potatoes, and then our bone-in, it's a long bone tomahawk pork chop with a salt, sugar, and Cajun rub on top, and then finished with a tomatillo salsa.
Oh, come on. That
Definitely
sounds
a fan
amazing.
favorite.
Yeah. Right here in the front, it's kind of like a meatball deal going on.
So this is, and meatballs are a big trend right now, but we want to do our own spin on that in a couple of different ways. So this is a lamb meatball, and it's finished with a red chili glaze on top. Then underneath, we do a little bit of a spiced yogurt that we make here in-house to cool it down, some pickled red onions and a quick pickled cucumber, and then a little bit of a Parmesan crunch over the top to kind of hit you with every flavor at the same time.
And you can't say tomahawk pork chop and not dive in. So you have a nice, beautiful sauce on this one as well. And look at the inside, cooked to perfection. Cheers to you. All right, that's the bite. I'm getting that every day of the week. That is so tasty. If you weren't here and you weren't looking, I'd grab it with my hands and just go in on it.
Classically, if it's served on the bone, you're allowed to eat it with your hands.
Now we're gonna go play some games. I mean, there's bowling, there's golf, there's pool. So we got a little bit of everything out here, so we're gonna have some fun. Thank you so much for all the food. I am gonna come back for this, actually. You know what, I'm gonna take it with me. Thank you so much.
It's to go.
It is to go. All right, we're gonna go play some games. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Joining us now to have some fun out here at Spare Birdie is General Manager Greg Goodwin. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for being here.
Now, we're in the bowling lane area right now, but there's a lot to do. But talk to me about the fun, the activities that are out here at Spare Birdie.
We've got 8 lanes of string pin bowling. We've got Angry Birds, statistical bowling. There's all kinds of games you can play on the bowling side. On the other side of the building, I got football, soccer, golf, shooting games, zombie dodgeball. What? You name it, there's all kinds of games to play on the other side of the building too.
We got ourselves some ice cold beer from behind the bar. Cheers to you, sir.
To nothing but strikes.
To nothing but strikes. We're gonna have some fun. So let's start throwing some spares here. There's so much to do out here. Great food, just relax. You can play games, or you can just come to the bar and enjoy yourself. This is how you do it, though.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Next on Texas Eats, get Asador Sushi, surf and turf burritos, and birria tacos at one of the most popular taco spots in the Alamo City. Texas Eats is coming right back after the break.
Today on A Taste of Texas with Shiner Bock Beer, we're at Mad Dog's British Pub on the San Antonio Riverwalk. And they're serving up a wide variety of options on the menu, including some traditional British cuisine and some Texas favorites. Now you can get a little bit of shepherd's pie, you can get some deviled eggs. They also have fish tacos on the menu. This Reuben sandwich is where it's at though. Go grab yourself an ice cold Shiner beer can or draft, wash it all down. Fish tacos, bangers and mash, that's a traditional bite as well. And this chili burger is where it's at. They got the mac and cheese, the chili, and of course it's just a fun place to go hang out and relax on the Riverwalk. And to get more information about Shiner Bock Beer and Texas Eats, just scan the QR code on the screen.
Now, we're in San Antonio to visit the brick-and-mortar location of the popular taco spot, El Remedio. From humble beginnings preparing birria out of their garage to a city-favorite food truck, El Remedio now has a gorgeous new building with a full bar serving new menu items and their classic birria tacos.
Joining us now is the owner out here at the restaurant, Joshua Palacios. Josh, thank you so much for having us, man.
Thank you for coming out.
You guys have really crafted a beautiful menu out here, and you brought a little bit of everything for us to try. And I want to start here on this one.
That is actually sushi. So on this one, we have tuna, salmon, and avocado on it.
Nice. And what is on top?
That's Connie.
Sauce is on the side. What kind of sauce is
This is spicy mayo and this eel sauce.
Super solid. It's fun, but it is very much sushi. And you have this like a really nice presentation on the board as well. But I like that you have the chili on the side. And that's your taste.
Yeah.
That's what you're adding to it to make it your
That's what
own.
we gotta add. This is a ribeye aguachile. So it's a ribeye steak, and then it has chiltepin sauce on there. It's a chili from Sinaloa.
Is it spicy?
It is a little spicy.
Okay.
So it's whatever we put on our aguachiles for the shrimp, but it's gonna be on the ribeye.
Well, that's mad different, dude. Oh, it's spicy. It's spicy. It's got a good kick to it. It has almost like a citrus forward kind of vibe to it. Fresh is definitely the theme of what's going on.
So this is our arrachera roll. It has a steak arrachera, it has chile serrano inside, and it has mozzarella cheese and avocado.
All right, I'm gonna go for like this guy right here in the front. And then the sauce is on the side.
Sriracha, eel sauce, and spicy mayo.
Ooh, that one's like smoky. Y'all like spicy out here?
Yes.
This one has a serrano on the inside. The mozzarella helps kind of balance out that spice. But I tell you what, you got to be a spice lover to really appreciate it.
Yes.
And I like that because I like a little bit of spice. We're in San Antonio. Everybody likes a little spice out here. In the middle, asada fries. You guys are doing your own thing on it out here. Talk to me about how it's prepared.
Masada steak, mozzarella cheese, queso fresco, cilantro sauce, and crema mexicana.
Cheers, brother. All right, the asada fries. This is a great way to start everything out here. If you're gonna start your meal out right, you get the asada fries, very shareable. This one right here, the surf and turf burrito. What do you have going inside this one?
So we have asada, grilled shrimp, and then we have our shrimp that is stuffed with mozzarella and wrapped in bacon.
All of that inside of here.
All of it.
This has to be one of the most loaded protein surf and turf burritos you can find in the city. On the outside, toasted to perfection, so you're getting a beautiful crunch on there as well. This is really nice as well. Now, even though everybody knows about this item,
correct,
how popular is it still on the menu?
It's still our top seller.
Really?
Yeah.
Immediate. Bro, just devastatingly delicious. It just tastes like so much comfort food right there. You have the crunch on the outside, the savory meat, the seasoning, the cheese, the consomme right there as well. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
Josh, it's not just the food out here. You also have drinks and a full bar. So when you come out here to El Remedio, you know you can have a great time and celebrate. Yo, El Remedio, this place is wild. Come get your sparklers, come get your shots. Cheers to you. This is where it's at. Come get great food and a great time. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information and a map on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, TexasEatsTV.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock at night right here on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas eats. Hungry for more Texas Eats? Be the first to check out our exclusive content by searching Texas Eats on YouTube. Plus, get notifications when we upload new content by subscribing to our channel.